Lisa Diggs, you can unmute there, is the owner of BuyMichigan.com and
Buy Michigan Now.
excuse me,
Thank you,
yes,
Matt.
BuyMichiganNow.com. I'm sorry, yes.
That's right.
And right now is a particular time to really check her out, because if you're looking for great Christmas ideas, she's got a lot of them right there. And these are all Michigan companies. So not only will you be able to have a really interesting assortment of things to buy for your loved ones, but also support Michigan business, right, Lisa?
Yeah, for sure. We do a holiday gift guide every year. This year it's one of the largest we've done. There's 24 categories, so there's over 200 companies or artists that are represented. And the way it works is we've picked out an item that we particularly like for some reason or another, that we highlight in the category. But when you go to click to buy that item, you're not buying it from us. You're going to that company's website, so you can actually shop their entire line of items. If there's a t-shirt or a food product that you like better than the one that we picked out, it takes you right to the site so you can figure that out.
And I see here you've got a ton of categories too. What are some of the hottest ones this year?
The people really like experiences. We have experiences and classes, which are both really, for the people that have either seems like they have everything that they need or refuse to give you any hints at all as to what they might like. Those are two great ones, because experiences is somewhat travel related in the sense of, one new one this year, for example, is a gift card for the Sky Bridge, the new Sky Bridge that opened up at Boyne that people can walk across. You don't have to be a skier to go there. You can just ride the lift, get off, and walk across the bridge. It's really cool. That's something different for people to experience. You can give it and say, we're going to go together, or you can give it and suggest that they go. That's something different. And then as far as classes go, things like wine tasting or cooking classes or making chocolates or trying to think of what else is in there, glass blowing, all kinds of different things that people can learn. And again, it's a great idea to either go with the person and, gift that to each other maybe, or give them something that they might not otherwise experience.
And in terms of that is a practical gift, but it's actually a gift where you hand somebody a present. What's really hot right now?
Apparel is always a big thing. As a matter of fact, Lions apparel this year is becoming a bigger thing. Go figure, suddenly. And previously, it was a lot of negative Lions messaging used to be popular, and now it's more things like believe kind of Lions apparel that's becoming popular. But Michigan is a state that's just full of pride in this state. I always say that the only state that has more pride than we do is Texas, and they'd like to be their own country. So as far as states go,
I won't let them do it if they want, right? So go ahead.
Exactly. As far as states go, it's hard to find a state where people have more pride in. I mean, I'm sporting something that's in the gift guide right now myself. And so we've got, a category dedicated to Detroit. We've got a category dedicated to Michigan. We've got one dedicated to the UP. So if there's somebody that's got that kind of pride, you can find something for them, either jewelry or apparel or some product that's made there, different things like that is another fun way to show something different. Especially, I mean, if somebody's from the Upper Peninsula, if you got a grandparent that grew up there and they don't get a chance to get back there, what a great gift to give them, something that reminds them of home.
Right. And you also have, for people who can't make up their minds on specific things, you also have prearranged gift sets or gift baskets.
We do. I mean, you can never go wrong. First of all, you can never go wrong giving people food, because either they will re-gift it to someone else or they will eat it themselves. And frankly, especially in these tough times where for some people, that's really honestly a grocery gift. I mean, you can do a basket yourself that has Michigan made stuff, and it's a great fun gift. And at the same time, you might be helping a family out, but maybe they're just not splurging on things like a bottle of wine. Or I got a few things for you here. I thought you guys might like this one. This is Michigan.
Oh, Matt would like that. He's a big gin guy. So
they actually go to Beaver Island and pick the juniper berries on the island. Long Road does to make Michigan. And then you can take, this is a company called Twisted Craft Cocktails, and you pour the cocktail into here, put it in the fridge for 3 days, and it infuses with the different items that there's some dried fruit, there's some sugar cubes, there's depending upon what it is, and it makes for a great craft cocktail. So that's something fun. I'll see what I could put that was underneath my tree. Here's a charcuterie board from a company called Colors of the Wood in Northville. They make it's beautiful, different woods. There's 8 different woods, I think, used to make this one. They're beautiful boards. And I mean, charcuterie, I think this year, if for the TikTokers out there, I think butter boards were everywhere, where it's like, made with butter and you scrape it down and with a cracker and that kind of thing. It was a new version of the charcuterie board, was a hot item this year. Let's see what else we got here. How about this? This is Matawi Tile in Ann Arbor. They make gorgeous tiles. It's sort of a little bit more modern than some of the Puabic stuff. Puabic's also fantastic, but they've got that classic glaze. And Matawi has some more modern takes. They've got, this is a holiday one, but they have some that are even based on the work of Andrew Lloyd Wright. Just some really cool different pieces. I love these for somebody that maybe is in a new home, or a couple that is celebrating their first Christmas. It takes a while before you build up a nice quality, elegant selection of holiday decor. So a few local ornaments or things like that are a great gift for folks like that.
Now,
Yeah.
do you also have where ranges of spend? Like, I want to spend between $10 and $30. What can I get, kind of thing, or what?
Yeah, there are different, it varies by category. It's a very non-scientific but complex process, because we try to give enough variety of categories so that people can find different things. We try to make sure that different areas of the state are represented, different price points. So there's no real rhyme or reason to it, but there's a stocking stuffers category that has smaller items as well. There's a lot of ways to do it if you want to go as low as, I think we might go as low as 15. I don't know if we go as low as 10, but yeah, we try to do that. The prices are on the item in the gift guide, but we also have a little disclaimer, because we can't control whether or not they've decided to make a change in their pricing from the time that we put the gift guide out to them. So
Sure.
it could vary. And also shipping's not included. Some of them do free shipping, some do not. So we're just giving you, it's basically to give people an idea of the price range, like you said, so they know before they go if it's something that suits them.
Huh.
Right.
Here's one more. I'm going to show you one more that's kind of cool. This one is a beautifully illustrated book that's out this year. Santa's Looking for His Hat. It's a children's book. Gorgeous full color illustrations that this artist out of Midland did. He painted full canvases to create these illustrations. It's based on a story that his daughter, who was 8 years old at the time, did. Here's a tip for you guys. Santa's looking for his hat. It's on his head. When you get to the end of it. But when you get to the end of it, there's also, in a modern twist, a QR code in the back of the book, so people can scan that and it will take you to the website where you can hear the original song that goes as a companion to the book, so the kids can learn the song after they've read the book.
Sounds like something Grace would love there, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's my 2-year-old granddaughter.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, it's beautiful because it really is beautifully illustrated, and it's the kind of thing that could get handed down from one kid to the next, and become an annual tradition that everybody sings the song and reads the book together.
So Lisa, when did you start this website?
It was the day before Thanksgiving in 2007, Matt. So we are celebrating our 15th anniversary.
Wow.
That's what I thought. I know this site sort of grew out of that recession, that 2007, 08 housing crash and recession, and thousands of people out of work, and we need to help each other. So we should buy stuff from Michigan to help our neighbors. And it survived and grew through that. And then we went through the pandemic, where everyone was stuck at home for so long. So that was sort of the focus of a lot of the stuff on the website. Where do you see this going in the future? What trends do you see in terms of makers and local craftsfolk here in Michigan?
Well, we've got a few things that are interesting. One of the things from any Michigan business can become a member. It's only $100 a year to join the campaign. And it does a couple things. One is that helps us fuel it and keep it going year round. But also, every Michigan business is benefiting the more we convince more people to care about spending locally instead of. So whether you can draw a direct line to your product or service or not, when you help us get people to buy into this idea, it goes a long way. So one, we're putting a lot more emphasis on that. And there are going to be some new tools that are coming around. We're working on a builder's guide to help people with furnishing homes, whether it's roofing that's made in Michigan, windows that are made in Michigan, or a table that you can buy that. So that's one of the things that we're working on for a future tool. We're also developing a catalog of books by Michigan authors. We have a lot of great authors in the state, some of whom are known and some of whom are not known. And I think people would be more interested, but it's a hard thing to find unless you know, because they're never going to get the promotions that these national authors get and these national booksellers get. So we're a way to do that. We're going to try to tie them into some more events for companies that are members that want to be at events. We're working on discounts for BuyMichiganNow members to pay a little bit less to exhibit at different events and things like that. So there's a lot of ways. I think the biggest thing that we've learned is that people want to buy local. In the beginning, they told me it doesn't matter. It's a global economy. Get over it. And now we convinced enough people to go, oh yeah, maybe it does matter because things got really, really bad. And
Yeah.
especially with supply chain issues and everything else, it's completely different. Now people buy into the concept, but they're still not willing to do any homework to find out what's made here or where they can get it or that kind of thing. So let us be your resource for that. So that's part of, we're going to keep trying to make information easier for people to get, because I think we've done a pretty good job on the motivating part. We will continue to do that, but now we're really working on how can we continue to make it easier and easier and easier for people to find what to buy and where to buy it.
Okay, and where can they find Buy Michigan Now?
That's buy, B-U-Y, Michigan, all spelled out, now.com, BuyMichiganNow.com.